Another video. Welcome back. For 2 cents a day, you could actually. I'm just kidding. We don't. We don't do none of that type of activity over here. And man, calm down, bro. Nah, what we gonna talk about in this video: NFL playoffs. This is what you asked for. This is what you get. If you didn't ask for it, you still gonna get it. So it don't matter. Yep. So we got a gang of games. I ain't finna hand count them. Well, we gonna talk about all of them as we go through them. That's how many games we got. Somebody do the math for me. But anyways, we're gonna start off with our Saturday games. This time it's not the Texans, so I know y'all probably happy. Y'all stay with the 3 o'clock Saturday game, so you get to rest a little bit. This time they're gonna give us the Rams and the Panthers. That's what we looking at. Your fourth and fifth seed. We know Panthers got in on a loss in a technicality, and we know the Rams was already in, but they couldn't go anywhere really. It was fifth or sixth, so I guess fifth looked better because it was either this or the Eagles. I'd rather take this. But anyways, Rams second in offense, top scoring offense at that. Stafford, 4,700 yards passing, 46 touchdowns on the MVP side of the game. Nakua, 1,715 yards. Oh boy. Adams leads the league in touchdowns. Williams, 1,200 on the rushing side. I'm going somewhere. Carolina, Young had 3,023 touchdowns. 27th overall on the offense, 15th on the defense, middle of the pack. Darwin, 1,000 yards rushing, had him a pretty solid season, and McMillan had his rookie season, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. So minus all them stats, this looks like this could be a tough one. I know the Panthers beat the Rams 31-28. Back in November, Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. If you pressure Stafford, he usually does not look the same, but I guess you could say that about any quarterback. So with that being said, this comes down to a young defense in Carolina against a veteran offense in the Rams. And I do not see it working out well for the Panthers. I know they're 8-9. I know they've been win-loss most of the season. Pretty good story that they made the playoffs. It's been a while, almost 9 years since they've been in the playoffs. Pretty sound season. I mean, even though you didn't end on a high note with the win, but you did get in, so here we are. You never know what to expect with this Carolina team because, I mean, they so up and down. 1 minute they look good, and then the next minute they look terrible, and you just can't figure them out. One team that does look consistent is the Rams. Most of the season, the offense has been consistent. And the thing for the Rams is how much pressure are you going to get on Bryce Young? How much are you going to make him actually win this game for Carolina? Darwin and Chubb, those are usually your go-tos for the running game. And then it gets Bryce Young a little bit more comfortable, but you're going to have to take them out the game early. You don't want this team to feed off of the crowd or any momentum. You need to go in, foot on the neck, and in that Young versus Turner, Fisk, that front line for the Rams, it needs to be a problem for Bryce Young. Put that pressure on him and then make him figure it out, because usually with Bryce Young, if you put pressure on him, he gets rattled and then he starts making bad decisions. But on the flip side, Bryce Young has improved from the beginning of his career. A lot of ups and downs. This seems like a more solid year to build off of. You still don't know what kind of quarterback he is. I guess we'll kind of see how he handles pressure, his first playoff game. So I don't know what to say about the Panthers. I mean, the defense, they play hard. They have not quit. No matter what happens in this season, they have not quit. But I think they're overmatched against the Rams. I think it's going to be a problem, and I'm not going to give an exact score, well, pretty much for any of these, but I think the Rams is going to take care of business, and I think it's going to be a quick game. I think the Rams jump out and they don't look back, and I think that's the end of Carolina's magical season. But I think the Rams is going to go on and they're going to play Seattle, which is the rematch that a lot of people's looking for. So I'm picking the Rams with that one. Then we got the second game for Saturday night. We got Old Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay 16th in offense, 12 in defense. Bears 6 in offense. I can't tell you the last time I said that. 27th in defense. So yeah, Jordan Love, he hasn't played the last 3 weeks, but he will play this time. Green Bay has had nothing to play for. They've been locked into the 7th seed. So Jacobs, he said he's going to go. Odunze is cleared to go after missing the last 5 games. CJ Garner is out with a concussion. We still not sure on Kyler Murray. We haven't been sure on Kyler Murray all year. Stevenson, his role continues to decline. I don't know why. Big bro, you still in the doghouse. I don't know why. I don't know what you did, but apologize because they need something. They neglected cornerbacks. Jalen Johnson, he still doesn't look like his all-pro self. Of course he's not because, he's been out most of the year as well. So, I don't know. This Bears secondary, you can get... Wright is filled in. You have had some guys step up, but you could... This can go... I don't know. This can go either way for both teams because Green Bay has had their share of injuries with Kraft and... Parsons, a lot of guys just missing on the defensive side. Wyatt, it's really a toss up in the air. The only thing is with the Bears, the last time you played this team, you did not have to deal with Jordan Love, so it's really hard to gauge how you can handle this team. And I don't know. It just with the Bears defense, the way they get attacked. We seen what Detroit and San Francisco did in the last 2 games. Basically attack the middle and get these linebackers moving. Don't let them get comfortable in a one spot. Put a lot of motion and make these guys move around. And Green Bay has the offense and the receivers to do it. So the Bears, you're gonna have to come out, Caleb. This is your time to prove that you're the Iceman. I don't know who gave him that name. I think he gave it to himself. But yeah, whoever gave you that name, or if it was you, I think this is the time to prove it. This is what people have been looking for. I know this on your second season, but you was the number 1 pick overall. They said you was the next thing, the second coming, all of that. So this is the time to get that conversation started as one of the best quarterbacks. Just go ahead, get it popping, see what you got. You need to get the ball to DJ Moore. I know Odunze is back, but you and DJ Moore have started to build a rapport. So let's make sure we don't neglect DJ Moore in these times. Because DJ Moore be out there. You need to get him early. You see what happened the last game. 43 yards down the field, touchdown, game over. So we need a lot more of that. Don't zone in on Odunze because I know that's your go-to, but let's get the ball around. Luther Burden. That's another one. You need to get the ball to him. Swift and Mungai, they need to get going. We'll see. The running Mungai, he's slowing down a little bit, but rookie woes. Swift has been solid all year. I don't expect him to fall off. But Rasheed Gary, you need a big game, my boy. You are the lead pass rusher that people are looking for. Not minus all the contract and what they're going to do with you after this season. You the one. Parsons is down. It's on you. Van Ness, you need to be the one as well. You need to be out there with him as well. Walker, McKinney, you guys need a big play. You need to take that crowd out of there because they're going to be turned. They not going to be quiet. Anything that the Bears do, they're going to be jumping. So you need to take them out early and have it silent in the stadium. But Love versus Caleb. I think Love looked like he was off to a pretty good start. And I don't think the Packers fear anything that the Bears do. The thing with their defense, a little shaky. Lack of pass rushers. What can you do? I think Green Bay takes this one. I'm not sure. I'm not comfortable in saying it, but I don't know. The Bears have had some magical luck on them, like the Commanders last year, and I don't know when it's gonna run out, but this might be the time, because the thing about the Bears is you're hyped up off of a win when you beat the backup quarterback, but we're not dealing with him right now. We're dealing with Love. And I think Love has no issues with you guys. He said he still has ownership. He got it from Rodgers, so he still has the ownership. So you guys might have to prove him wrong. But I think Green Bay pulls it out. Moving on. Jacksonville and the Buffalo Bills. Jacksonville, 13 wins this year. We all seen that coming, right? 11th in offense. Now here's the thing. Jacksonville is number one against the run. Buffalo is the number one rushing team. So something is going to have to give. Trevor Lawrence, breakout. Well, I ain't going to say breakout year. He has thrown over 4,000, but it looks more polished than he has before. 4,000 yards and 38 touchdowns. So he's been on his game. Achane, he had a bounce back year. Allen, MVP numbers, 3,600, 25, 14 rushing touchdowns. Crazy for a quarterback. And Cook, 1,600, 12 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. So something is going to have to give. Either the rushing game either the Bills are going to dominate on the ground, or the Jacksonville Jaguars is going to stop them. We really don't know outside of the rushing game what Buffalo is going to do offensively, because I don't know. We don't know what Keon Coleman is going to do, if he's going to play. Shakur, Knox, somebody got to be the one. And this would be the time that Buffalo would need their number one receiver. They haven't had that since Diggs, so it's just been a up and down, Josh Allen go save the day type of thing. It's worked for a game or two, but we'll see if it works this time. I think nobody has more pressure in this playoffs than Josh Allen, because the boogeyman, Kansas City Chiefs, he is not here. They are cooked. The Ravens are cooked. These are the teams that are usually in your way that you have to deal with. So this should be yours. It's really not about Jacksonville. Nobody expected them to win 13 games. Nobody expected them to win at all. No offense to y'all, but y'all have over-exceeded expectations. So, Allen, all the pressure is on you, unfortunately, because people are looking at you as the best quarterback in this playoff. So, you going to have to show that. And you're not in Buffalo. You ain't got to worry about cold weather. They did good for you. They put you in Jacksonville, so warm weather. And if all else fails for Buffalo, you can put Maserati Mitch out there and he can take care of that business, because Maserati Mitch is always available. Don't forget that. He's always on the bench. So if you need him, he's there. Yep. But I think Buffalo handles business. Jacksonville, they going to put up a fight. I don't think they're going to take no L's. I don't think they're going to get blown out, but I think Buffalo does do what they're supposed to do. But Buffalo will Buffalo sometimes. So remember that. Moving on. 49ers and the Eagles. Again, 49ers offense, 8th in offense, 18th in defense. And I'm shocked by that number, because I thought it would be much lower. Eagles offense, 24th, and defense, 13th. So it really comes down to which version of these teams are you going to get. I mean, the 49ers was blazing hot and ran into a buzzsaw named Seattle last week. Other than that, they have looked solid. It has been a non-stop flow of offense. And the Eagles, we really don't know what they have, because they are fully staffed. They're not they don't have any injuries. It's just sometimes they play for real and sometimes they sleepwalk. And you will hope this ain't the time that they sleepwalk. I borderline believe the Eagles are playing dumb. I think they do this. They just coast through the season. They rest everybody, and then they make a decision to play for real. I believe they will win this game, and I think that's just because the 49ers have nothing left on defense. Bosa and Warner are not two guys that you can replace, and they have not replaced them. And the lack of pass rush from the 49ers is a problem for a team that's fully staffed like the Eagles, with Barkley and Brown and Smith and Hurts. I don't really see that defense being able to stop them. I think the Eagles defense does step up. I don't see them looking to get booed out of Philly, so I can see them putting up a good effort. Just off of talent alone. I think the 49ers have the offense to go back and forth, but if it comes to a defensive stop, the Eagles, you should handle that because you have the better defense by a larger margin. I'm shocked that they rate the 49ers defense 18th. I mean, I thought they would have been lower than that, but guys are trying, but it's not enough. So I think the Eagles going to take that one. We'll see how that goes. But moving on. We had the Chargers and we had the Patriots. Chargers. 10th offense, 2nd in defense. About right. Patriots, 4th in offense, 8th in defense. Sounds about right. Chargers, your biggest issue is can you keep Herbert hand protected? Can you protect that left hand? Because he's still recovering from a broken hand. Bless the boy's heart for giving it all he got, but he still can't take no more hits, and y'all can't lose no more tackles. I've never seen a team that has lost 2 all-pro tackles in a season, but y'all have carried on. It's something good going on over there. And I know I talked about pressure on the Bills to win. I think it's pressure on the Chargers because even though the Patriots, Drake May, 4,394 yards, 31 touchdowns, 450 rushing yards, MVP status. He might be the MVP. Outside of all of that, I do think that the Chargers are the more experienced team, and you should know how to win this game. I mean, coaching, it could be a split between Harbaugh and Vrabel. Both have experience in the playoffs, but Herbert is the more experienced quarterback here by far. Offense, they're more experienced. I think the Patriots have had a magical season. I don't want to say like luck, but I mean, nobody expected them to win these many games either. I mean, here we are talking about the Patriots in the playoffs without Brady. It's been a while, but yeah, that Chargers pass rush, Tapaluku. I'm sorry, I didn't say your name. Terrible. Inanobe. Y'all killing me. Mac. Awahu. Y'all killing me with these names. But God bless y'all. Them boys, y'all got to go get Drake May. Don't let him do what he wants to do because you know what he's going to do. He's going to find Diggs early, as he should, because Diggs is that man that you go to in these games. And he's going to try to get the running game going with Henderson and Stevenson. So you need to neglect that and put that pressure on him. Even though they're in New England, this is a young team. They haven't been here before. You're relying on veteranship with Allen and McConley and Johnston on the offense side. But Chargers, I do think that you are a veteran team. And I think it's pressure on you. Even though you're the 7th seed, which sounds weird, you should be the favorites in this game. Because nobody expected the Patriots to do anything really this year. I mean, it was improvement, but they only won 3 games last year, so wasn't nowhere to go but up. But not 13, 14 games. That was a whole leap. And here it is, the Chargers. You're not too far off. I think you should win this game. And I do believe the Chargers will win. I think that defense will put pressure on him. Chargers, they did you a solid this time because usually when you have playoff games on the East Coast, they make you play them early, but they give you the Sunday night joint. So they looked out for you this time. You should reward your fans or people that, believe in you by winning this game, Because usually y'all get the 12 o'clock boy, and I know you West Coast teams, y'all don't really operate on Eastern time, but it'll be 7 at night, so you don't have to worry about that. So you should handle that business. Justin Herbert, I want to see you take that next step because you had some duds in these playoffs, man. I ain't gonna lie. You've had some duds. We know you got the talent. We know you that man. I know your left hand is broke or recovering from, but I think this could be a time to put all that aside and show that you can be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. And I think you will do that. I'm gonna put my faith in you. So I believe the Chargers do win, and that would be that. And I believe the Chargers rested their players on purpose because they knew they was going to be locked into the 7th seed. play the easier New England Patriots, win, and then play the inexperienced Denver Broncos, who's their division rival. So I think the Chargers know something we don't know. We'll see if the plan works though. Anyway, last but not least, we got the Monday night playoff game. It's still kind of weird to say, but they making it work. We got the Texans versus the Steelers. Texans, 19th in offense, number 1 in defense. Steelers, 25th in offense, 28th in defense. I wish I hadn't said that out loud, but yep. Stroud, 3,041 yards, 19 touchdowns. Missed a few games, but it started to come back down, come back to his normal self. Rodgers, 3,222 yards, 24 touchdowns. What Stroud is gonna have to do, or the Texans are gonna have to do, they're gonna have to get Collins going early, and then just spread it around to Schultz, Higgins, and Hutchinson. I mean, you got the receivers. You got Noel. You got a lot of young receivers over there. Just spread the ball around, get the running game going with Marks and Chubb, and then just let that defense put pressure on Rodgers. Because one thing we know about Rodgers, well, most quarterbacks, they don't like pressure. And I know people think that the Texans are going to fall because they're a warm team coming to a colder state in Pittsburgh, or it's colder city. I don't think that has nothing to do with it. I think the Texans going to be ready. Tutu, Sheher, I think Williams, Hunter, I'm sorry. I think those guys are going to put a lot of pressure. Linebackers, you already know what your job is. You know Rodgers likes to play mind games. So he's going to dump it off to the running backs, Gainwell and a Warren. You know, you're going to have to do a lot of chasing. You're going to have to come up, go back. You know he's going to play games. You're going to have to keep the pressure on Rodgers. You're going to have to hit him early and get him confused. Kind of like that meme where the helmet was coming off halfway off his head. You need that type of energy on him. Hunter and Anderson, both a tag team to put pressure on him. That's what you're going to have to do. DK, he's going to have to get through Stingley, Lasser, and Petier. But I think DK is going to have his game. He's going to be motivated. He's been out for 2 games. I think he's going to create a mismatch because he does have the size and the speed to do it. But if I'm the Texans, I'm double teaming bro, and I'm taking him out the game. I'm making Rodgers find fire move, which he don't like to for some odd reason. I'm going to make him dump it off to the running backs, and then we just going to make him do 14 to 15 plays to score every time. And I don't think that's a recipe for success. He's able to do it because he does have the mental, but I don't think you want to play with this defense. I've just seen this defense dominate all year. And it's not like it's a lead by one person. It's a lead by committee. Everybody knows their role. And I think that's what's really going to be the deciding factor. I don't think Stroud is going to have to do too much, but I think he's capable. I do want to know if the Steelers have anything left in the tank, because they might have left it all on the field against the Ravens Sunday. And I want to know if Highsmith and Watt, if that energy is going to stay up when it's not the Ravens, not a entry division rival. Hayward, is these guys going? I know they're going to come wanting to play, but is going to be anything left physically with all the injuries, the wear and tear? Will these guys have anything left? I don't know. I think Rodgers is going to go out because it might be his last, but we never know with him. You never know. He just might play till he's 48, but it might be close to the end. So, he's going to go out with a bang. He's not going to just go to sleep on some of these playoff games like he did in Green Bay. Sorry, Rodgers. I like you, but I don't think he's going to sleepwalk through these games. I think he's going to give a valiant effort, but I don't see the Steelers having enough to compete against that defense and battle the offense. But here's a stat for you. Steelers haven't lost a Monday night home game since '91, and the Texans have won 9 games straight. So something's got to give, I guess. I think that streak is going to end. I think the Steelers are going to lose this game. I think the Texans are going to move on. I just see the Texans doing enough. They coming out, establishing themselves. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a blowout, but I think that defense is gonna wear on Rodgers, and we know how Rodgers is. Once he gets that pressure, he can't move like he used to. So that pocket collapse. Hopefully the line don't let him get killed, but sometimes, yeah, we gonna leave that line alone. But yeah, that's what I got. I believe the Texans gonna handle that business. So, what did we learn? We learned that the Rams are probably gonna handle business against the Panthers. We believe Green Bay is gonna win against the Bears. We believe that the Eagles are gonna beat the 49ers. And that the Chargers are gonna beat the Patriots. And the Bills should beat Jacksonville. Or should they? And the Texans, we believe they're gonna handle the Steelers. So that's pretty much where I'm at with that. I hope I'm right, but if I'm wrong, it is what it is. I appreciate y'all watching. I will catch you on the next video.